Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, Celebrity Scandalous. Nicki Minaj is not one to be played with, you guys. She's snitching on everybody. But before we get into this, please hit that like button. Now let's get into the mess. Okay guys, so over the last week, Nicki Minaj has been coming for everybody. She done went after Jay-Z and talked about his paternity case, talked about Roc Nation, Desiree Perez. She has just been going in. SZA talking about she draw freckles on her face. I mean, it's more to it than that, but she has been going in on it. So now there's a report that came out today that Nicki Minaj has contacted the FBI, okay, and the CIA. She's alleging threats from TDE, a TDE affiliate. Okay, so let's get into this article, and this is from Real 105.1. It says that Nicki has reported perceived threats from top dog affiliate MackWop to the authorities and even recruited a Florida congresswoman to help expedite her claims. Nicki is not playing, you guys. Like, for her to escalate it to this level. But the thing about it is she's doing it publicly as well. Now, she has some support with some people saying, oh, great for her. Nicki is not taking no ish. And then some people are saying, girl, you snitching. Why you running to the authorities? But, you know, hey, a lot of times if people don't report things sooner than later, then y'all come back and say, well, why didn't you say something when it happened? Well, hell, she's saying something and she's making it public, you know. So it goes on to say it all started on Wednesday, July 16, after Minaj launched her feud against SZA and the TDE family. Okay, MackWop, a DJ who has worked with Kendrick Lamar and other TDE artists since 2008, hopped on his Instagram Live and reacted to the drama. So even academics has jumped in this, right? He even talked about Drake saying something to him about talking about SZA and Nicki and stuff. So like everybody is jumping in on this. Nicki, relax. Relax before you get put in the blender like your boy did, MackWop said. After the soundbite went viral online, MackWop's comment eventually hit Nickis Feed, and baby, she was not happy about it. Nicki said, oh, is this a threat? At FBI, she wrote on X. Nicki was like, oh, we playing games? We talking about getting chopped up in a blender? Oh, baby, you about to be put on blast. So you see, she added the FBI saying, is this a threat? Putting them all in the business and letting them know, don't play with me. Don't play with me. It says, at MackWop, did you threaten to harm me? She wrote in another post, at FBI, I want this man investigated right away. He has ties to other people who've been part of very shady businesses and is now threatening harm as well as admitting to a crime about someone else, which boy was put in a blender. So see, Nicki, I mean, you got to be careful sometimes. People are saying things online and getting themselves in trouble. You just got to be chill now. This is not the time to play with people. As we can see, the fans be watching. They really be watching. If Diddy ain't showed you guys, then I don't know what else to tell you. That Cassie lawsuit got his ass in the worst trouble of his life. So you got to be careful. Once you start making comments and threats and subliminal messaging, everybody is not playing with you, and all it takes is for the fans to go, what are they talking about? Maybe we need to go look what's going on over here. Minaj perceived the put in a blender comment as a nod to Tory Lanez, who was recently stabbed in prison. She continued to tag the FBI and the CIA as she ranted about MackWop's public threats. I'm ready to talk about everything I know. These thugs have gone way too far. In a separate post, Nicki Minaj tagged Florida Congresswoman Anna Luna and told her about the allegations against MackWop. Whew, this is serious, you guys. I'm just saying, something as simple as this can escalate to some people catching some serious charges. At Rep Luna, this man has publicly threatened me, she wrote. I've notified the FBI and the CIA. I want this thug locked up, and I'm ready to talk about everything these people have done to me. And I'm not going to knock Nicki, because when I went through some years ago, I contacted the local FBI as well. F that. You F with me, baby. Listen, I'm telling. Don't play. But I wasn't able to do it on Twitter because we wasn't doing that back in the day. But you best believe I was on the phone. Up with me now, same thing. Okay, Nikki. So it's showing you again that she at rep and on her Twitter. And then it says, so Luna replied, please text me. I will forward this to law enforcement immediately. Now, see, now we have a case. Now we have a probe and we got to find out what's going on. This MackWop, his ass is fried, okay? Rep Luna replied, threats of violence and assassination should be taken very seriously. Hope you're okay. We'll talk soon at Nicki Minaj. Despite Minaj's allegations, MackWop himself explained what he meant by the comment. He spoke to his fan directly in another live stream and denied threatening Nicki in any way. I wasn't even going hard at her, he said. I wouldn't even want to go at her because she's Nicki Minaj. I'm like, damn, why Nicki Minaj clout chasing the WAP? You got an album. What you got going on? Anyways, let's slow it down. So, Nicki, I wasn't threatening you, sweetheart. I don't want nothing done to you. Ends ain't as even worried about you. So he's basically kind of backpedaling now, you know, pussy popping and backpedaling, trying to say, I didn't mean anything by it. See his explanation along with Nicki's post about the situation below. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of scroll a little bit. You guys can pause some of these when you want to and look at the tweets. But yeah, so this is his video where he's kind of explaining it.
Been seeing what's going on. You tripping on the internet. And I'm like, not Nicki. Not Nicki. Like, and truth in the details, chat. I felt, if I'm being completely honest with y'all, I felt I wasn't even going hard at her. I wouldn't even want to go at her because that's Nicki Minaj. Now I'm like, damn, why Nicki Minaj clout chasing the WAP? Like, you know, what you doing? You got an album? What you got going on?
So you can go watch the full, it's a short clip, but you can go watch it on his page. Nicki goes on to say, yo, at MackWop, you could have easily arranged to shoot the fade with a man or whatever else you do. You bitch made in, talk shit then hide behind police AN. Why you ain't privately drop your low, B? I want this man locked up before I feel safe to leave my home to work. So, and here's another thing. Nicki's husband is, you know, well, we know what his charges are, but everybody has always said he was a bit of a gangster himself. Like, you know, he wasn't nobody to be played with. So I don't know why she did have to go to the FBI now that I think about it, because her husband could have handled that work. But anyway, I mean, hey, she did what made her feel better. Nicki says, what streaming service is this? I want him removed immediately. If he's not removed, we'll know something. Now she even trying to get him to lose money. Take him off of any streaming platforms. Oh my God. See, sometimes people play to the point where it escalates and it's not all fun and games. She's saying lock him up. Now, some people have been saying Nicki has been on one. You know, they've been kind of saying, girl, are you on them slopes or what you got going on? I don't know, you know, because she's been coming hard for everybody. It's like all of a sudden she's just going at the industry very hard. And I know she's pissed at Jay-Z and Desiree. I know she's mad about that money. She claims Jay-Z owes her $200 million, which we have to see how this is going to play out. But anyway, you guys jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts. I mean, Twitter is going back and forth about whether or not she should have brought the authorities in. I'm just going to say, yeah, why not? You know, she ain't part of no organized crime, you know, so why not? She's a civilian. She happens to be a star. So don't F with her. But y'all jump in the comments, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.